Hello again and welcome to this training video. We're still with Python and programming. We're going to talk about loops today, or they are called iteration in Python or in programming in general. They're called iteration. There are two kinds of loops. One's called the for loop, one's called the while loop. We will be discussing those fairly quickly just to give you some examples. So the for loop goes something like that. For example, I is a variable in the easiest one, range 10, let's say. Watch the importance of the colon at the very end. If you don't put this colon, then you're going to have an issue and you're going to have an error. So for is a keyword, I is my variable, in is another keyword that is used with the for, range is a function that's going to give me all the values from 0 to 9. So the value of I, of the variable I, is going to be, the first time it will be 0, next time it will be 1, next time it will be 2, all the way up to 9. That's why we call them iterate, because you're going through a series of values. So if I hit enter now, again, I need you to be careful with the indentation. This space is necessary to be there. So if I now print I, what's going to be printed there is 0 to 9. Because I is iterating, that's why we use the word iteration. It's iterating through 10 different values, but the values start from 0 and end up at whatever is inside minus 1. So in this case, it'll be 9. So if I put here 100, the same thing is going to go from 0 to 99. You will scroll down to 99. Now, this is the most basic one for iterator with the for iterator, or the for loop we call it. Let's say I wanted to go in a range. So let's say I want to start from 5 and go to 50. Okay, click run. That will give me 5 again to 49. So that will be like a start, and that will be the end. But the end will never be printed. It will always be less than the end or the final number. I could also do 5. Now watch what this is going to do. So it's going to start with 5, stop at 50, and jump in 5s. So it's going to go from 5 to 50, jumping in 5s. I say 50. If I gets to 50, it will not be printed. That's why it stops at 45. So if I want 50 to be printed, I'll just cheat the computer and say go to 51. So if I click run, it will print it up to 50. Why? Because the final value of I is less than 51. In the same token, I can do the same, but starting with negative numbers, or starting the opposite way. So I can do 50 down to 5, but now I do a negative number. So a negative 5, let's say. So that will start from 50 all the way down to 10 in this case. Again, it doesn't print 5 because 5 is the final destination, and it will always print a number less than it. So if I want to print 5, I'll just do this to 4, and that will give me, that will include the 5. So I can print numbers going up or print numbers going down. This is a very cool way that Python provides for playing with numbers and printing whatever numbers you want with the for loop. Now the for is structured. It has a beginning and an end, and generally speaking, this is the format of using it. Now inside this one, you can do many different things. Like if you have a loop looping forever to, let's say, accept a user, accept an input from the user, for example, you can do that. Or you could be counting the students in a classroom, or the buildings, or the seats in a plane, or the seats in a movie, or the taxis, whatever it happens to be. This will be an easy way. So we've spoken about almost all the possibilities that are needed for this assignment. The next one, we will be in the next video, I will be talking about the while loop. Hopefully you enjoy the video, and you will be able to use it in the assignments to come.